Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Y'all kick off your shoes and you set a spell, all right? Now here's your host for the show, the old Kentucky boy himself, Mr. Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is on them Thar Hillbillies. This is something I found that kind of explains the show, and some funny little, it's hard to explain, it's hard to describe. That's why I named it the way I did, and so we're just going to get into it. Jed explained how it happened in one episode. You see, Granny was honing for some gopher gravy. I went down to the slough to shoot one, but just as I cut loose, that little varmint skedaddled and oil came oozing out of that slough just like sorghum out of a leaky hog trough. That's how I made my fortune. Everyone, of course, knows the tale. It's told in the opening montage of the show pretty near every time you watch it. Jed joins the Millionaire League and flies to California residency. For the 9th season, he's a member of the Fortune 500 with a bank account that has swelled to $95 million, and yet he remains a hillbilly. The Jed Clampett conglomeration hailed from Cass County in the Ozarks. Some towns in Cass County include Bug Tussle, Possum Trot, and Mincy. There was a non-traditional ensemble as television families went back then. Commonly, the 4 of them were known as the Clampett family, although only 2 of them were Clampetts, Jed and Ellie Mae. Now, let's clarify something else. Despite popular belief, Granny was not Jed's mother, and Jethro and Ellie Mae were not brother and sister. The bloodline was this. Widower Jed Clampett and widow Pearl Bodine were first-blood cousins, which makes Jed's daughter Ellie Mae and Pearl's boy Jethro second cousins. Granny, whose real name is Daisy Moses, was Jed's mother-in-law. The former Rosellen Moses, Granny's daughter, who married Jed, was mentioned only once. Okay, we got that? Okay, then what would Granny be to Jethro? They're not related, only by marriage. Maybe that's why Granny had more venom for Jethro than she did her only spinster granddaughter, Ellie Mae. Paul Henning created these characters, either by basing them on people he knew or by combining traits of those who had impressed him in one way or another over the years. Jed Clampett reminded Henning of a kindly, strong, and wise hillbilly man he had known as a child, while Milburn Drysdale was mostly based on an unscrupulous, cold-hearted banker Henning had once known in the Midwest. Henning's 5 sisters became the names of Ellie's chickens: Drusilla, Florence, Rosie, Viola, and Lily. Henning's kin, his friends and associates, and cast and crew never knew when their own names might wind up as a character on the next week's show. Once Henning contacted an old schoolmate and asked if he could use his wife's maiden name on the show. A friend agreed. Henning paid her $100, and Essie Bell Crick was created. Henning warned her that the character was a hillbilly girl whom Jethro remembered as a beauty, but who it turns out has grown obese since the last time he saw her. The former Miss Crick agreed nonetheless. I told you it was just kind of everything, mostly the genealogy of the family, I guess. It's what I love about this show, man. And you know what? That's the way family is where I'm from. You may be cousins, but you treat each other like brother and sister. And I got one mother, and I love her to death. I love her more than anybody in the whole world, except my wife, maybe my boy. But I've had other women I've called mom that I was really close to. And I mean, 3 or 4 of them. So that's the way family is for country folk. And I'm country folk. It's all I have for you. And by the way, I've got band members that I played in bands with. They're my brothers. I got my best friends are my brothers. Guy watching this right now, Mr. Jeff. I won't give his last name because that's just not. He's my brother. You're my brother, Jeff. You guys have a great day. Don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia and classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Please check them out and subscribe. Please like this video if you don't mind. God bless, and I'm praying for you.